Guys, I feel like I come on here looking a hot mess every time, but at least I can see some of my edges. I gotta put my hair in a ponytail or something before it, which I probably just do 2 ponytails. Yeah, I probably do 2 ponytails. But anywho, I am just in the kitchen, as y'all know by the title, cooking and throwing out in the kitchen. Now, I need to get this pot heated up. Okay, so I got my pot of water. If y'all don't know, I'm about to make Alfredo, which is one of my personal favorite dishes. I am putting chicken, shrimp, and sausage in it. And I like to use penne rigate. I guess that's how you say it. Pasta. That's the pasta I like to use. Every now and again, I use the fettuccine pasta or some sort of pasta. This is actually too thin, so that's why and I also got edge hair, so yeah, those are too thin for me. But I like to use penne rigate. I guess that's how you pronounce it. I don't know, but I'm about to get my pot of water heated up. My chickens are cleaned off. My shrimp is thawing out, and my sausages thawing out. So yeah. But I want to tell y'all that I'm gonna start meal prepping just a smidge. So I did have like a 3-pound thing of chicken tenders, and what I did was also using some for this meal. I have some in the freezer prepped. So I have this one, which is this is teriyaki and honey, with some garlic powder in it. And then on the day of, obviously I'll cook the chicken, and then whatever other side I'm gonna add with it, so if I'm gonna put it up on there over rice or whatever the case is, I will make it then. And then this is cream mushroom chicken. Again, it has garlic powder in it as well. I didn't really add salt to either one because the teriyaki sauce is very salty in the first place, and then the cream of chicken has all content in it as well. So I was like, you know what, that's what it is. But there's 2 meals already prepped. I think I'm gonna start doing that from now on instead of like waiting till the day of to figure out what I'm gonna do for my whole life. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start like prepping it, so like the chicken and stuff like that, I'm gonna start prepping it ahead of time, so that way when it's time for me to actually cook it, it's not taking much thought, effort, or anything else like that. Let me prop y'all up real quick. So it was almost 3 pounds of chicken. I got 3 meals out of it, so that's a pound a meal. Right? So now what I need to do is cut up my chicken. Because I have, what is this, like 4 strips or something like that? I don't know. But I'm going to cut that up. I need to go ahead and get my seasonings now. Hold on. Alright, so y'all already know this is going to be bursting with flavor because I have these turkey sausages. It's the Butterball Everyday Turkey Sausage Hardwood Smoked. I'm going to use one of these in this dish. Sorry y'all, hold on, let me put this up. And then I have some shrimp that are already cleaned, tailed, and everything else like that. The only thing is they're raw, which is why I like to, I actually prefer to work with raw shrimp instead of cooked shrimp. So yeah. And then I have chicken, obviously. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut the chicken up, put it in the pan, cook the chicken up, cut the sausage up after it's thawed out, and I probably have to warm it up on hot water. Cut it up, put it in the pan, cook that up to get some color on it. Put the shrimp in the last like literally 5 seconds in the pan. Stir it up, pour it in the pot. Let the pot and everything that's in the pot marinate and combine together. Oh, that's another thing. I'm adding broccoli to this dish as well. So this is gonna be like a really, really good dish. But anywho, as is in the pot with the noodles and the sauce and everything smearing together, the shrimp will finally, like, will do its last moments of cooking then. So yeah, let me wash this lid off real quick and I'll be back, y'all. So one thing about me is I like using light sauce on pasta. I realized that going through the years that I like using light pasta, like light sauce. I don't like heavy sauce. I thought I did for a hot minute, so I used to use a lot of sauce or whatever. But come recently, now that I've taken like my whole life serious, I was like, girl, you really like light sauce. And I tasted it for the first time ever, and I was like, yeah, I do like light sauce. And so I've been like cooking my light sauce from here on out. Anywho, I feel like I'm all over the place. I've already did a video on how I clean my chicken. Essentially, you know, what is it? Essentially what you do is you, oh, my hip. You, what is it called? You take the fat off, the unnecessary fat off, obviously, whatever, and then you, I like to soak mine in water first, and then I like to soak it in vinegar, and then I like to soak it back in water. The reason being is because anything on your chicken, you know, and FYI, this is about the size I'm cutting it. So I cut each chicken strip, which is this size, in half, and then I cut it in bite-sized pieces. That's just how I like to do it, so it don't take long to cook, personally. Anywho, I like to do like that because if there's any chemicals, any products, or whatever the case is, even though I try to buy organic as possible, just to be on the safe side, I like to, you know, clean my chicken that way. Also, it just, I don't know, to me, it just makes me feel better because I actually see stuff coming off the chicken. I don't remember if I did a video showing y'all what actually comes, you know, off the chicken or whatever, but I probably should. Because, I mean, some of y'all be like, what? Like, and I'll be like, yeah, honey. So, I'm cutting up the chicken. Why do people say so much? I don't know. I say so a lot too here. Anywho, I'm cutting up the chicken. Again, like I said, in bite-sized pieces. And it's really not taking that long. This chicken is, like, really just falling apart. Like, but then again, it doesn't have that much fat content either. It's cutting like butter, which is something I like. I need to get a new cutting board. That's random. Now, I know my sister, she watching. Hey, Damiana. Anyway, I kind of ratchet, y'all. I don't know. I just have my own personality going. Anywho, she sent me a whole lot of recipes. A whole lot of recipes, you guys. If y'all were to see how many recipes she sent me, it's ridiculous. Like, I haven't got rid of my old phone yet. Because I'm like, I need to get around to making these videos, you know, of these new recipes. But I want to know, like, child, did you try them, or are you just sending me, you know, these recipes? Which is perfectly fine if that's what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna have to, you know, try them first and foremost before I do it on here, because I'm like, I don't want to make nothing nasty on here, you know what I'm saying? And then y'all go and y'all try, and then y'all be like, girl, what you eating? And I'll be like, honey, I don't know. So yeah, y'all turn this. I didn't even turn this thing on. So I'm sitting here thinking this thing getting hot, and this thing not even on. Y'all pray for me. I know I wasn't feeling no heat by my arm. I was like, is it on? Like, and I touched the pan, because I'm like, hold on, my stove don't take long to get hot now. Now, I will say this: when you soaking your chicken in vinegar, you want to keep an eye on it because vinegar is acid, and acid can break down your meat to the point where it's not edible. So you gotta make sure you keep an eye on it because it could just be failed. And I don't personally leave mine in there that long. And the reason why I personally leave it in there that long, again, like I said, it breaks down the chicken. And I don't do just plain vinegar. I do like vinegar and water. So I always do 2 parts vinegar to 1 part water. No, 2 parts water to 1 part vinegar. And I leave it sitting there for about 30 minutes or so. Not long at all, just because, again, like I said, it breaks down your meat. And you don't want no mushy meat. Anybody got time for that part? Alright, so I got all my chicken cut up. I'm just going to go ahead and add it to the pan. Like so. Turn my eye up a little bit. Alright, so now that my water is boiling, I'm going to go ahead and add my pasta. And I'm adding the whole box of, hold on, because this is just plain, it be plain, y'all. It be gonna be one autofocus, and I'm like driving to life. Anywho, I'm adding this whole 1 pound box of pasta. And add a sprinkle of salt. And I know I should be showing y'all this, but y'all know how to add pasta water. Like, and a sprinkle of salt is just your preference, alright? That's all that part is, too. So my chicken is starting to cook, and I'm about to season it up. And what I'm going to add to my chicken, let me bring the seasonings over here. Y'all already know by the labels what I'm adding. I'm going to add a little bit of seasoning salt to it. Just a light sprinkle. And a little bit of my onion powder. Again, just a light sprinkle, because I'm going to add more later on. Not to this particular pan, but later on I'm going to add some more. And then I'm just going to get a fork. Stir the chicken up around. like a thin layer on the bottom of the pan. Now while that's going, my shrimp is still soaking. They're still just thawing out, whatever. We're going to leave that to the side for later on. But I'm going to start running some water over this to get this to thaw out some. Just give me 1 second. Alright, so I done took the sausage out. You can see a piece of it. There we go. I just have it on a paper plate for right now. Or whatever. Now, I put the other one already up in the freezer so it can be cooked on a later date. Okay, so I'm missing one of my knives. I don't know where it's at, so I'm resorting to use my big one. I was going to try to use a butter knife, but I feel like that one didn't even do justice for this. Since it's technically still frozen. Alright, so I wish I could smell it up in here. I know everybody say that, but it really do smell good in here. Alright, and I know... it really do smell good up in here. My chicken's like halfway cooked. And I'm just trying to make sure that none of the pieces are like sticking together. So I'll pick up like one piece of it and like shake it around. The problem with buying really lean chicken well, this may not be a problem because I mean it's cooking down really fast or whatever. It's cooking out really fast because it's already halfway done. Granted, this meal is not gonna take a long time anyway, but you know it's still like almost all the way done. So now what I'm gonna do with this sausage is I'm gonna cut it in half to give me more control. Because if y'all didn't see it, let me see how I can show you. It was put together like it was like this, but it was curved, which is not the best way to cut the sausage. Honestly, because we rolling around, so I cut it in half to give me more control. And if you have a problem, sorry, my towel's over there. Anywho, if you have a problem with your sausage, like rolling around when you're trying to cut it, just cut it in half and it'll give you more control. That's the safest thing I can tell you about sausages. Just cut it in half. Right? Then I cut it in half and I'm just literally, again, after cutting them in half, I'm cutting them in size, cutting them just like this. And as I'm cutting them, I'm just throwing them in the pan. And yes, this is frozen sausage that I'm throwing in the pan, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I thawed it out enough to get the two sausages from being stuck together. Put one in a Ziploc, put the other in a Ziploc bag, and opted to cut it. So now I'm just about to get it in the pan as soon as possible. Honestly, it's not gonna take long for it to thaw anyway. And again, like I said, some start thawing out now, and then it's gonna go into the other pan. I mean, it's gonna be done by the time you get ready to eat it. But that's why I'm having such a hard time cutting it, as y'all see. Alright, so all my sausages cut up. It's in the pan. And give me 1 second. I'm going to show y'all what I got going on, alright? So apparently when I was doing this little spill, when I was doing this little spill, it wasn't recording. So anywho, we better go back to it. Like I said, okay, so apparently you don't know, but disregard that. Again, like I said, we do life around here, so that was something else. Anywho, here's the stuff I have over here. My Alfredo sauce, which I just get a classic Alfredo because after you add all the seasonings, your personal seasonings you add to it, it's not going to taste like it came out the jar, so it's perfectly fine. But I have my parsley, I know, my basil, oregano, garlic powder. I may not even add any more seasoning powder to it, but garlic powder for sure, for sure. Sometimes if I'm feeling fancy, I add chicken bouillon cube, which I may do tonight. I don't know. I might as well just go ahead and set it out because it's a possibility. Here's my pasta. It has, at this point, maybe a minute left of cooking. Yes, pretty much done. So I'm just going to leave the lid off of that while I'm talking. Here is my sausage and my chicken, which is cooking down nicely. The chicken I put in first, let it cook about halfway through. Then I cut up the sausage and then put that in. For me, what I did was literally, this was frozen sausage, so it may not get any color, but I turned the eye up. So that everything can, you know, get a little jump start. Because I know once I add this into this pot, after draining all the water off or whatever, it's not going to cook it all the way through. So I just want to go ahead and cook this up. So yeah, and then my shrimp is still just out here chilling. And I know some of y'all may be like, girl, why you not add more shrimp than that? But honestly, with all the meat that I have going on, that'll be perfectly fine. Because I have chicken and sausage and then shrimp's going to be added to it. So, you know, that's going to be a lot of meat. Anyways, and then I have my frozen broccoli, which I'm going to use like half of this bag and this dish as well. Because again, I don't want to overload it, but I want to add broccoli to it because I always have broccoli to it. Let me sit y'all somewhere so that I can see what I got going on the stove. Sit you in the middle, I guess. Alright, so I drained majority of the water off. I left just like maybe a smidge in there. I'm gonna go ahead and add the seasoning so I know about how much I need, because I've been making this dish a few times. This is just adding to what I've done. Let's just add into what I have already. Whew. I got some herbs just flying in the air. Alright, and then after I added all that, because I know about how much I use anyway. My thickening sauces have some color on them, which is what I like. I'm just going to add the Alfredo sauce. Alright. And I do not get rid of this jar. I just add a little bit of water to this jar, put the lid on and shake it up, and put more on the rest of it. Alright. So right now it looks very saucy. And I can't show y'all and stir it up because I have to hold a pot because my stove is uneven, y'all. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and add half of the broccoli. That's a little bit more than half, so go ahead and I'm going to add the shrimp. And don't get me wrong, I like shrimp. I just don't like when you put basically, I guess you call it raw shrimp, basically, you know, cold shrimp into water and it turns ice. That's what I don't like. That's what I'm dealing with right now. Alrighty. We got everything going. Everything pretty much is in order. I'm just going to go ahead and mix this broccoli up. The broccoli was going to take quite a little minute. Mix this up. Because I want the shrimp to cook a little bit. Just a little bit. Not fully all the way through and through. Just a little bit. Get a little, you know, so they're not so clear. Or whatever. I'm going to add a little seasoned salt to the meat. Just a little bit. And at this point, you're pretty much in a home stretch, so yeah. And I don't want to cook it, like I said, I'm not going to cook it all the way through while it's on my eye. Because once it goes in this pot, it's going to continue to cook. So once I get this water, basically water down Alfredo right now, in the pot, that's when I'm going to add the meat. Let me stir it up one time. Now I'm about to add the meat. And like I said, the reason why I'm not letting it cook all the way through is because I don't want overdone shrimp. I don't want overcooked shrimp. I want it to be just right. So, add it in like halfway done. And that's why some people are like, girl, why are you doing that? It's going to continue to cook. So, add it in and mix it in. The seasonings from the meat, some of it will come off. All this is going to just incorporate. And this is just a simple dinner, honestly. Very, very simple. Alright. This is what it's looking like. A whole lot of goodness from the sausage, the chicken, shrimp, broccoli, Alfredo sauce, and the different seasonings I use. I use the garlic powder, the seasoning salt on the meat and just only the meat, basil, oregano, and parsley. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to add the lid to this. Again, I cooked the shrimp like halfway through. And I'm going to leave the eye on for about maybe 5 more minutes. We're just going to cook the shrimp the rest of the way through. Thaw the broccoli out, cook the broccoli through and everything else like that. And this will be good to go. So yeah. And I'm just going to leave my seasonings out just in case I need to add a little bit more. I'm still debating whether I want to add this or not, which I think I'm not. Because I already got a lot going on as is. So, with that being said, I'm going to see y'all in about 5 minutes. Alright, you guys. So the food is pretty much done. The shrimp is cooked all the way through. The sausage is done. The broccoli is done. Everything is done. It's all nice and together. Boom, boom, boom. Let me show you. Yes, all that steam, all that lovely, lovely steam. I do plan on eating some before I go to work, which I'm about to drink now. I'm about to eat now. I don't know, I have something about my glass Pyrex dishes. I need to get some glass bowls. Um, I like glass. Now, I didn't think I would like glass, y'all. But, yeah. Sorry, y'all got kind of quiet. Because, I already know this is about to be bomb. I know this is about to be lit. And I know some of y'all will be like, girl, why you eating hours before you go to work? I eat before I go to work, so that way I'm not tempted to eat while I'm at work. That's just my thing. Because I be hungry. And plus, I already know I'm going to be like nervous when I go to work because we're supposed to have a audit. So, yeah. This, let me show you. This is what it looks like all plated up. Nice and gorgeous. I'm just going to use this fork I use to cook with. That way I'm not wasting dishes or whatever the case is. You can obviously add more of the seasonings if you would like. I'm not going to do it. It's perfectly fine for me. I haven't even tasted it, y'all. Hold on. Let me taste it on camera, alright? This may be my new favorite way of how to make Alfredo. Because, I don't know, like, cooking it the same way over and over again. It's perfectly fine. The way I grew up cooking it is you boil the chicken, shred the chicken up. My chicken is shredding up. You put the noodles in the chicken water. Boil that up, drain the water off, put it back in there, put the Alfredo sauce in there. Or you may put shrimp in there, you may put sausage in there, but you never do all of them. And you don't do it the way I did it. Like, I don't know if my mother and my sister now cook the chicken before they before they add it to the pasta, or, how they do it now. But this is my new favorite way. And I'm going to keep it like this because I ain't even add that much salt to it, if anything at all. So, anywho, with that being said, y'all, I'm going to edit this video. I'm trying to get this up as soon as possible. And peace, love, and happiness.